My channel. Well, hello, my wormies. We're live. It is Sunday morning. I'm just trying to bring up my chat so that I can see you guys as well. I was a little bit more prepared on here, but of course, then I was a little bit late. I am usually just a couple seconds behind. Oh, everybody is in here already. Holy crap. Hi, guys. Well, we've got Corey's Exotics. Well, hey, you made it. Good to see you. Good to see you. Aquafunk, Angel Freak. Oh my goodness, Angelo's in here. Desert Bloom Bettas. Hi, JH is in here. Did you figure out, are you starting in an hour or are you starting in 2 hours? I kind of caught your question a little bit late. And Protom, good to see you from way over there. I liked your last video. Very, very cool. I do enjoy checking out where people live because it's so much different than here usually. I really like that part. When people do their little exploration videos, I think it is awesome, especially when you take us along to see some scenery. I think that's so neat. Like, I got spoiled here just a second. Timmy's. It is a tea though. I switched to tea already. Let's see if I can get my actual live video up there. Perfect. I got it. I got this. All right. So hey, Desert Bloom, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Having a blast this week. This has been absolutely fun. So yeah, I wasn't too sure what to do on the topic today. I was just trying to figure it out. So if any of you guys have got a topic or questions or want to see anything, let me know. Let me know. I'm sorry the tank behind me is a little bit dirty. I water changed them last night. I swear, they just poop that much. It is quite interesting. Still fighting the food poisoning. What did you do? Food poisoning sucks. I know I've done that once or twice, and it really does suck. I'm going to try not to take you guys out when I move my computer. Hey, Rob's in here. Rob's in here. Good to see you. One fish, two fish. How did the snake shed work out? We got it off. We got it off. And he is like an entire new snake. I think that was what was bugging him. When I did get him, I noticed quite a few of the snakes that were around the same size, probably clutch mates or all done at the same time, or either had clouded eyes or like they were, you could tell they were all starting to go in a shed. And I think he was too, because he's out constantly now that I got him off. But yeah, I did end up giving him a bath. This is the big guy. Yeah, the shed came off in a couple of chunks. So for next time, I will definitely be trying to increase the humidity in there for sure. I can even see him out now. Yeah, it's like a whole new snake. I think that shed was definitely causing some issues. Maybe it got dried out in the beginning, and yeah, maybe I can't believe I need more humidity in this fish room. It is insane. I mean, if you look at around, none of my tanks really have any covers on them. Once I realized he was going into shed, I did not use my dehumidifier at all, but still, it came off in chunks. But it was kind of neat to actually feel him push up against my hands and use that to kind of take some of the shed off. So it was kind of neat that way for sure. But yeah, I cannot believe this room is not humid enough to have that come off in a half decent piece. Crazy, crazy. Jessa, is that how you say your name? Well, good to see you. I'm in the wrong spot. You all seem more established than me. But I'm not too sure exactly what you mean. I mean, any channel, any size. Wander in if you got a question about fish. I got snakes. I got some cockatiels. I got one hamster upstairs, which has been really funny. Yeah, like my hamster is weird too. It only goes to the bathroom and it's spinning wheel. Talk about a nightmare to clean. The tank is like the container is spotless, but his wheel. I tell you what. Some days. So yeah, no, like wander on in. Passion for Pets, good to see you. Good to see you. How's the driving job go? I didn't manage to watch your last video about rabbits. That's kind of cool. Yeah, like we got some big rabbits in the backyard. I think it would be really funny. A lot of places around here are starting to offer these Santa pictures with your pets. And the one was like, oh yeah, we do all sorts of pets, you know, bunnies and whatnot. And I'm thinking, should I walk in with a 30-pound rabbit and see what happens? I think that would be really, really funny to bring my one really big white rabbit. We'll give her a nice bath and maybe show up and see like what he thinks of that kind of a rabbit. And he's thinking like, you know, bunny. But I think it'd be funny to show up with a rabbit. And besides that, who doesn't want to have some Santa pictures with your pets? I don't know if I could get a Santa to hold the snake. We'll see. I quit my other job and made more this week driving than I would have at the other job. Well, check that out. Check that out. Like I said, I did try and do that job once, but yeah, I tried to do that with a 2-door V8 Cougar, and yeah, I lost money. That guy likes gas. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad that job is going so well for you. Congratulations. And yeah, like you said, you're enjoying the job, which is very cool as well. Love the fish from you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, like I think I've decided what I want to do with this back shelf. I think I have decided what to do with the bed wall. I lost Potato's sister. I kept her sister out of that batch, just the two of them, Potato and her. And yeah, I lost her sister this week. So I have managed to thin that shelf down to like something manageable, I think. Here, I should just show you guys. The problem is you guys are all connected to the computer, which is connected to a tripod. So it is hard to zoom you guys around, but I will see if I can zip it around. Oh, what is he done now? He's moving stuff around in his container. It's funny. I didn't know they rearranged stuff so much. And I think he's hungry now that he's more comfy. So yeah, here, let me see if I can show you that wall. Is that gonna focus? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to take that top shelf, I think, and move it up about 3 and use that strictly for storage. The middle shelf, those are all the ones that are left. I want to move them up about 3 things too. And then use that whole bottom row for bigger tanks and keep it that way. I think that's going to be so much better. Right now, the maintenance on those bottom tanks is near impossible to do water changes or anything. And yeah, I've got some fun containers. A little sneak peek, a little dude there in the corner, those 2 towers. I don't know if I can point. Great. Woo! No, that's still not working. Yeah. Ah, this is much harder than you would think. So these 2 containers here, I'm going to try and drill them out and put them underneath and just, yeah, find some fun, different containers to put on the bottom. And I think that's what I'm going to do with the beds. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So yeah, I wish I had a nicer snake container to show off, but I don't. Oh, but there he is. Let's see if I can zoom you in. Is he gonna? Oh, don't go back. Don't go back. Now, you see the little movement in there? That's him. He's going the wrong way, though. So yeah, that's Boo. But yeah, I got the nice, pretty glass container is upstairs. Of course, upstairs. And the ugly python container is the one that's downstairs. I'm sorry. I was really hoping to have the display tank in here with much more interesting environment, but no. The Tupperware container. But that just is how it is. Okay, so what's going on? That is going to look awesome. Okay, good, yeah. And I think it'll be so much more easier to maintain. And I mean, breeding them is fun, but yeah, you have such challenges and such work in it. I think I'd rather, like, if anybody does have any breeding questions, I do have 2 betta breeding videos out there, so 2 different times that I've done it. Definitely watch them. If you have any questions, I will for sure answer them. It's not like I don't want to. It's just, yeah, I'm going to try some other projects. I'm definitely excited to finish setting that up so I can bring my maintenance level down and start up a couple of, hopefully get the triops going in this one for sure. Who was in here? Who was in here? Multi-tank Addictions. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. That is awesome. Like, yeah, go check out his channel. He's got some really great stuff and has been doing some. I like the art lately, Multi-Tank Addictions. Like, you can see you're getting like the changes in your drawings. I mean, they're looking awesome and are awesome. I really like the one with the arowana and the other one. That was looking so cool. Very nice. I'm enjoying that. Hawaiian Peacock snuck in here and I didn't notice. Who else is in here? Valley Fish got in here. I didn't notice. Lynn, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. I got a lot of people snuck in on me. Okay, I hope that's everybody now. I think I got everybody. The chat went flying. Wow, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, well, Joe's in here. Joe is in here. Good to see you, Joe. Happy Sunday. This is just awesome. I'm enjoying my day immensely. Like I said, sorry for the poopy tank behind me. That is one night's worth of poop back there. One night. Amazing. I fed them some peas yesterday. And yeah, it does not take very long for that to just get awful. But, oh, you want to know what else happened up in Canada? Finally this week. I'm sorry, shaky, 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 holding coffee with one hand. We got glowfish. I think all of the colors of glowfish are now available up in Canada. I saw a post from the local fish store that's, I should go down there. He brought in a whole whack load of fish this week. I'm still upset. It looks like he's taken out like one whole wall of fish. He's just got a bunch of tanks for sale there now. But yeah, his actual selection of fish is just like, Rob, if you're watching, I'm sorry. What the hey? Yeah, he's taken off a big pile of tanks. But he did set up a couple near the front desk, but I don't really think they got fish for sale. So, dang, like, yeah, I will have to do an updated local fish store tour. But yeah, I do want to do a local reptile store tour because not many places I think have that. Yeah, like a local reptile store, which is really cool. I don't know, like I say, I don't know many cities that have that as well. So I would like to give that one a tour. I've got so many ideas at the moment. I need to sit down and video some stuff. I don't even know what I want to try and put out. I do know that I need to do some filming today. I'm really scared to try and drill those tanks. Maybe I should do that one. If that video doesn't come out next, you know that it didn't go so well because I got to drill some holes around the top. So scared. Not really my thing. The snail on the back, yeah, that is my snail from down south. I love that. I'm sure it's a girl. It's so much easier to sex these big ones because you can see underneath the shell. No matter how much I stare at the mystery snails, I have a hard time doing it. Desert Bloom Betta put out a nice how to do it to make them curl back far enough. So maybe I should try it. I think on the darker colored ones, it might be easier to try for sure. But yeah, and I even know what I'm looking for, and I still can't see it on these little guys. It's very annoying, very annoying. I need to catch up on videos. I slept through most of the week. That is harsh. Like I said, I've done the food poisoning a couple times. Once to myself, just harsh. I'm so careful with my chicken now. I must say that was nasty. I probably should have gone to the hospital. Yeah, that stuff is massive to play with. So yeah, I hear you. Feel better. Feel better. Definitely. Hit that like button. Thank you, Hawaiian Peacock. Yeah, send me your address and I will definitely send you a sticker. I do have a few stickers left to give out. If anybody does want some, I can definitely do that. Oh, I got a Bam Aquatics. I got to message him too as well. I do want to do a little exchange with him. Select Pets, good to see you. Good morning. I got to drink this. Or I will make my voice so hoarse. I don't know if I want to go out today. I haven't decided. I think I might have to eat a little bit. I don't want to. Honeybee. Oh, hey, Honeybee. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just talking about absolutely whatever today. Kind of my idea on the betta wall. If I can move those tanks down today, that would be awesome. Maybe I should work on cleaning my bit of area for the desk here and move those tanks down. Maybe that's what I should work on. See if I can get that done and those drilled, and maybe I'll videotape it, and that would be really good. I do want to do an updated Mealworm video, I've had a lot of questions when people have seen me flash the mealworms or feed the piranhas. So I do want to do an updated video because I know most people, when they do subscribe to you, they don't go back through your videos. And I don't blame them. I'm exactly the same way. So guilty. I usually just start watching from that point on. And yeah, I have definitely improved on my videos a lot since then, and there was some things in that first one that I didn't put in that I wish I had. So maybe it might be a good idea to really visit that video as well, because yeah, they definitely take up some time, and they are another culture. And I do have my microworms to start over. So yeah, maybe, like I said, I got a lot of ideas. I just got to sit down and do some stuff. So yeah, simplifying the betta wool definitely might help with that a lot. I think. Take my money, DBB. What? Who's passing out money? This is interesting. What did I come into? K-Town Reefers. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. I usually pop into your streams for a little bit. Sometimes they don't always say something. You've got such a pile of people in there sometimes. I haven't noticed you a video this time. I haven't seen one lately. I wonder if that's just me. I might have to click and check. I've been trying to watch some videos too. I've really been stuck in live streams a lot lately. A lot of people have been live streaming, so that's been kind of fun. But yeah, you kind of end up skipping some videos if you don't do that. Dang it. I need to make shirts or something. Yeah, Desert Bloom. I've been trying to figure out how I was going to post anything that I had for sale, and I think I'm going to do that on my Facebook page. Because trying to make an individual video on it is just so confusing. I couldn't figure out how I'd list which was sold and what wasn't. But at least on the Facebook page, if I do manage to put some stuff on there and direct people there, I can write right underneath that picture that item is gone. And I think that would be kind of a cool way to do it. Let me know what you think. I think that would be a good idea. But yeah, Desert Bloom Betta, you have got a beautiful logo. Definitely, like, put that on something. I know I want at least a sticker. My sticker collection is growing. I love it. I got a whole container there full. I don't think you can quite see it. The sticker collection is on top, and yeah, the ones that mine are just below that. I was trying to get it so you could see these guys on the bottom too, but it's kind of a weird angle, I guess. HC, oh my goodness, good to see you in here too. I've missed some people coming in. I don't mean to miss you. If I did, just make my name stand out and say, hey. I don't mean to miss anybody when they wander in for sure. Select Pet says, someone needs to do an easy how-to Teespring video. I see lots of people use it, but I haven't found a good video on how to use it. I did manage to run one campaign for my hubby on Teesprings. I'm still kind of, I don't know if I want to do the Teesprings thing or not, because some people were saying, yeah, they don't like giving out their logo isn't a good idea or not. Some people, like I think Esteem Fawn actually took his stuff off of Teesprings, but I know a lot of people are still on Teesprings. I had my t-shirts made in town. Yeah, if I do manage to figure out how to get the rest of them sold, maybe I can go in and order some more that way. So that's the way I did it, but because I did it that way, man, I made some pricey t-shirts. They're a lot more than the Teesprings ones for sure, and Canada Post is really expensive. And right now, I think they're still on strike, so I don't even know if I want to send anything by them until that's figured out. So yeah, maybe it'll give me a little bit of time to figure out the Facebook page deal. Oh, who said something here? Okay, Cassie's Critters is a personal friend and runs my local fish store. Oh, okay, so you got her on here. Is she in here? Cassie's Critters. Oh, hey, good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I watched that video on you. You took that like a champ, man. She just kind of spring that in on you. So good to see you. I'm so glad you're in here. Like, yeah, look what you do, you fish store people. You feed crazy addictions. So one fish, two fish needs money for the fish shipment coming on Tuesday. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, see, like, look what you guys do. Good job. I did work at a massive pet store in Calgary, which is a fairly large city up here. I mean, nowhere near as big as some of the places there, but it is an awesome pet store, and it was just huge. I worked at it before it was in its current location, which was really, really neat. It was just, he started off as one little piece in a strip mall, and then he bought the next corner and the next piece and the next piece until he took the whole strip mall over. So it was a big store by the time I worked there. And yeah, I mean, it's a neat job, and you sure do learn a lot that way. Which, yeah, so my fish knowledge expands a little bit out of this, but mostly when I was in there, I usually got shoved into the small critter side and the bird section, because when I did the interview, I did mess up a couple of the specific fish questions. I did not know much about discus at the time, so I got many more questions about the small animals, right? But that's, yeah, it was still good. If I could sneak over into the other side, you could usually find me around there. Sometimes I'd hide and go past the tarantula display, and I'd go in and play with the snakes when I got a free second. But yeah, like, what a neat place to work. Very, very, very cool. Excuse me. I haven't posted one yet. Okay. Oh, maybe you're not the one I'm thinking of then, K-Town Reefer. I wonder. Maybe I've got you confused. Maybe that's why I haven't seen anything for a while. Oh, who did I see? Dylan's Guppies. Hey, have you started shipping out your little magnets and stuff? That's kind of cool. I meant to ask you, were you shipping up to Canada, or how is that working? Have you? I'm sure I saw you see a video that you started shipping stuff out. And yeah, how is the smoke going? I know up here in Canada, we had fires all around us, especially the BC one. We were, yeah, I don't know what pure sunlight was all summer. We just looked at this crazy bright orange sun, and yeah, these crazy red moons at night. Yeah, we never did get a sunny day. Every time I went outside, it was hard to breathe. I couldn't do any running or anything. I probably would have just passed out. So yeah, I do hear you. I hear you. I hope it stops and they get it under control. Like, fires in the winter, that's just crazy. Like, we got this much snow outside right now. It's nasty. I think my hubby did shovel, but at least when it's snowing like this, there's no fires around here. I missed last week's video. Okay, good. So it wasn't just me. You had me worried for a second. I'm like, I'm sure. Okay, good. So it wasn't just me. It seems like a lot of people this week just seem to have got caught up in life and either didn't get a video done, or yeah, it was a busy week. I noticed a lot of people did that. My videos this week were not really completely fish related, which I thought was funny once I looked back. But the rock show was really, really neat, and there was a lot of fossils of fish, shells, that kind of stuff in there. So it was a little bit fish related, but I don't know about you. I think we've all been out and can probably remember being little and coming home with just pockets full of rocks. Or if you're a parent, you've already experienced how many rocks can actually end up in your house if you've got kids. Yeah, my little one is just fascinated with them, so it was quite neat. Snow, what's that? Oh, you can come up here anytime and shovel my driveway for a week. Learn all about it. We do get a lot of it. I really hope we don't have a copy of last winter. It snowed and it stayed so bloody cold. It never thawed. Usually we get these Chinooks, and it'll chill out a bit on the weather. It'll thaw it out. You get some chill out time on the roads and whatnot, and then it snows again. But last year it just stayed, and it turned into, like, our roads had this much ice all winter on them. It was nuts. Like, it was so cold. So I'm really hoping we can get a few Chinooks that actually get to melt it in between a couple times. My son loves rocks also. Yeah, somewhere in this house, I don't know if it's in that room or if it's been stuffed under the stairs. I know we've got a rock tumbler. I'd like to dig that out. I know my kid is definitely asked to do that as a project, so I will have to find it sometime. I think it'll be neat. I remember when I was little, I did a batch of tiger's eye. I just love that stuff. And then, yeah, I just went out to the alley and up and out, just anything but the limestone, because I knew there wouldn't be anything left of that. It just dissolves so much. But yeah, any other kinds of rocks that I could find, we just threw them in there once and did a batch up, and it was kind of neat just to see what came out. It was not as pretty as the ones that we purchased, but it was neat. It was neat. Oh, the mongoose. So what started this mongoose thing? I know, Proto, you've got some mongoose out there, like, and that's the thing that was following you around, wasn't it, in that video? Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know much about the mongoose. You're gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that again. I was just kind of eating and getting ready and watching that video. I might have to take a closer look at that. Definitely have nothing quite like that here. We've got, maybe the muskrats might be a little bit close to that, but I'm not really sure. There are 0 snakes in Hawaii. Just a fun fact. Really? There's no snakes in Hawaii. Does anybody own a snake? Like, are they banned from Hawaii? Is it a native thing? Or now you got me curious. That is kind of cool. Oh, hey, Hillbilly Select. Good to see you. Good to see you. You make me keep wanting to eat like popcorn and peanuts and stuff. You gotta stop that. Watch your videos and you just make it, you make this, it smells so good. And then I'm like, oh, I want some. I ended up having popcorn yesterday. It's like, that's it. That's Prana, you're on popcorn duty. Go make some. It's just crazy. So yeah, definitely. Oh man, the chat is going by so fast. I gotta go a bunch of errands to run. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping in, Chris. It was so good to see you. I'll definitely be watching again for some more videos for sure. I have half taped a shout out video. I really hated the intro, so I got to retape a little bit of an intro for it. But I've got all the rest of it put together, so that'll be out as well. I'm 8 away from my goal. Hey, Sassy, good to see you. You are such a positive little YouTuber. And so you do a lot of collaborations, hey? That's kind of neat. So yeah, if you guys are, if you like doing the little collaborations, you can definitely go check out Sassy Sandy. Definitely. No snakes in Ireland either? Really? I didn't know there was big places that didn't have snakes. That is so cool. That is very cool. HC Aqua, you want a snake. Now, I totally missed if you posted the answer. Did I miss that, Hawaiian peacocks? No snakes because of the mongoose population. Okay, yeah, okay. That is neat. Yeah, we have got here in the Medicine Hat, we have a massive snake population. The rattlesnake population around here is insane. I lived on one farm not far from town. It's about, oh man, 10 kilometers. I know you guys in the States might not know kilometers. So I don't know, convert that into miles, but about 10 clicks out of town. And it was just like, it was a really scary farmhouse, but it was a beautiful location, just in this little dip. The trees there were massive. You have very wildlife full, lots of birds flying around every which direction. It on the big game birds, everything. But the snake population in the summer, holy crap! You could my hubby usually mowed the lawn just where we were, but as you were walking around, it was like sprinklers going off around you. The rattles that would start, and you could just hear them as you're like. And we had chickens there. I don't know. It was insane. You could, hundreds of them. By the time you get to the chicken coop, you could hear them in the long grass, just doing their little rattle. It was really crazy. Zoe, my one puppy dog there, she managed to run into a rattlesnake. She's a Yorkshire Terrier, so she's got really thick fur. And I think that saved her butt because the snake striked at her, and you could feel the slime and everything from him hitting her, but missing. He just hit first. So I've never seen that dog move so fast in my life. I think she probably was nosy of this snake, which was coming towards our family. We were all sitting outside at the time. And yeah, I think it was just coming to slither probably to pass through rather than go around. It decided to come through, but we were all sitting outside. She was probably decided to see what it was. We all heard the little rattle sound, and then all we saw was this dog go flying. So yeah, we definitely have a large snake population. How that dog still made it, because that was a rattlesnake, and she's only about 7 pounds. If it had tagged her, I don't think she would have made it, but it probably was not trying to actually get her. It was probably just going defensive, because like I said, we heard the rattle go off first, and so he was probably just trying to get her lost. So it's definitely, and I mean, around here we're famous for having those rattlesnake dens in the winter. I have never seen one, but I know they're out there. I don't know if I want to see one. Maybe one of these times get brave, and just for video's sake, because yeah, I'm not terrified of. Oh, here we go. Here she is. Or he. There, can you see? So yeah, that is Boo. My hubby made the name as a joke. I loved it. So yeah, I got a python named Boo. Absolutely love the name. Yeah, that's the color. Very different. Pewter B was the color. Morph. Very neat. No snakes here. Rob93. You got no snakes there either. Oh yeah, we've also got garter snakes here and bull snakes here, and bull snakes get massive. So definitely very like. As for snakes around here, definitely am used to them. And yeah, neat fact about rattlesnakes that I read the other day, apparently you can squish them, kill them, whatever, but they will still bite you for up to 3 days after they've been dead. You need the rigor mortis needs to completely 100% like set in, because yeah, they've still, the heating mechanism or whatever will still go off and snap at you for 3 days after you've taken them out. So whatever you do, do not go after one. That's just nuts. Kelowna, yeah, that's fairly close. You guys got kind of, the same landscape as around here. So yeah, I'm curious. Desert Bloom, you must have. Oh, that's a great name. Yeah, I know. I couldn't help it. As soon as you said it, I was like, you just named it, and you looked at me like, no. I was like, oh yeah, that is just perfect. I love it. So here, let's see if I can just move you guys over a little bit more. So yeah, I love the name. Yes, I live in a cold place. I don't know, like where, huh? So many different snakes in Arizona. Yeah, like you guys must have some definite, yeah, you guys have even got kings and stuff there, hey, don't you? I'm pretty sure that's where the king is from. California, Arizona, all that kind of places. Desert Bloom, you must have some rattlesnakes and some other fun ones down there. I know you've got the most freakiest bugs ever. I'm imagining your snakes down there must be about the same. On top of it, you desert people have big scary spiders like tarantulas. We don't have tarantulas here. We've got the black widow. I've definitely run into a few of them. I've got one picture I put on Facebook of one. Normally in abandoned gopher holes, you find a lot of the black widows for sure. I have had the odd one in the house. I don't say I appreciate that for sure, but I have had one in the house before. And yeah, out of the farm, we could definitely find them in, like I said, the abandoned gopher holes were a prime spot. You always watch where you're stepping around here. You don't want to step in the gopher hole for, yeah, 2 reasons. A, you might sprain your ankle, and B, there's usually something, there could be something nasty in there. You can tell generally when you do get near the black widows, they're not in to actually come out and get you. When you're, I had a hard time even catching videos of them or a picture of them, because yeah, they hide in their hole. As soon as they've seen that they've been noticed, they just take off. So, but they definitely, yeah, they're there, and they get quite big. So I don't know. I'd say probably the butt on them was about that big. It was a huge one that I managed to get a picture. Bull snake is 6 foot. Yeah, like massive, those bull snakes. Once when we were living right on the outskirts of town, in a condo, and I went out to go and have a smoke, and I opened up the patio doors and stepped out, and I heard something slither right in between my legs. And yeah, that thing was probably a 5-foot bull snake. It just freaked the crap out of me though. Just freeze like, hey. And yeah, it was a gigantic bull snake. He didn't do anything. After I realized that it at least wasn't a rattlesnake, then I kind of stepped over it and it took off and disappeared. I don't know where it went, but I mean, the size of them really scares a lot of people because they're like a thick snake and they are quite large, but they don't really do anything around here. Just eat a lot of gophers. So we have caramel spiders. They're terrifying to look at, but relatively harmless. Well, that's neat. I don't know if I've ever heard that name before, Desert Bloom. One time I had one come by my face when I was watering my plants, and I, what are you talking about, John? Probably a type of snake or something, yeah. They're definitely, they freak you out when you see them. And like I said, when you live in rattlesnake country, definitely you want to know, oh, please don't be one of those for sure. Because, yeah, I know they don't intentionally try and go after you or anything. That's not their idea. But yeah, if you accidentally run into one and it strikes at you or something and it does manage to tag you, ow, I've not heard any nice stories for that for sure. I'm a licensed exterminator and I won't mess with them. What are you talking about? Oh man, I missed too many comments. This is fun. We have them bad. You got to be careful in the spring with the babies. What are we talking about? Yes, we have rattlesnakes. Oh, how I wish Mac and Alex had channels. Okay, man, I missed a lot. I got bit by a rattlesnake once. After a few days of fever, the swelling and venom, the snake died. What? Oh, yeah, I can imagine. 3 days, huh? Up here, they are a protected species, so you're not allowed to kill the rattlesnake. But yeah, I would not want to get tagged by that. You'll have to definitely. He said I would not want to be tagged by that. Yeah, Rob 93. I live in a cold place too. We definitely got a lot of snakes. Like you said, they go into these big snake dens around here. Extremely fascinating. But yeah, like I said, I've never seen one. I'm curious. I am very curious. Just for personal curiosity at this point. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you're talking about there, Dilla. Gotta be careful in the spring with the babies. But yeah, snake bee, I know what we're mostly talking about. King is all over the lower America. Yeah. I'm really enjoying my little king now that he's eating. I finally figured it out. It's smell. He likes the smell. He must have been in a place that had all of the mice in one bucket, because when I try and throw out just a little pinky, which doesn't smell, and I try to feed it to him by itself, he just ignores it. It's like there's nothing there. He doesn't care one bit, but you thaw it out with a full-size mouse. For the python here, who I'm hoping will now eat better, and he eats like a charm. It's just like, oh, hey, that smells good. I'm going to eat that. Dang, you're expensive. I have to throw out one mouse and your piggy at the same time. I've tried rolling it in the hamster cage, and that smell apparently does not trigger him. It is the mouse smell. What a pain. So I guess it's a good thing I got another one, because now I have an excuse to thaw out 2 mice at a time at least, because that was ridiculous, but I was determined I was going to get this little bugger to eat. But why do they have to be such a bum? Here with a fishing pole in one hand and trying to use my free hand to swim, and buddies on the opposite shore laughing their butts off. What? Racing natural aquariums, what are you up to? That is just too funny. I'm kind of curious. I'm assuming there's going to be some footage coming out, maybe. We didn't get to do much fishing this year. We did try and go out, but we went to that one fishing hole that had those really creepy looking fish in it, and there was a boat competition going on that week, and it was like, okay, well, we're not catching anything. It's not gonna happen. Those snakes are huge, Dee. Which ones? Like I say, I think the biggest ones around here are bull snakes out there. So, and those next would probably be the rattlers, and then our itty bitty garter snakes. Our neighbor right to our, well, that side, I guess it doesn't really matter, left, right, whatever. But yeah, our one side neighbor says that they saw a huge black snake go through our yard. I am assuming it was a gigantic bull snake. Just freaked them right out. They were really worried about the rabbits. I don't think our rabbits would have. I'd be more scared of the snake if he did wander in with our bunnies. They are way too big for him to take, no matter what. I mean, like I say, the rabbit, the one that's loose, is about 35 pounds. He probably did come up because of the smell. I can imagine it would smell like really heavy of rabbit around here. I don't blame him for coming and checking it out one bit, but yeah, if he wandered over, I'm pretty sure our rabbit would probably be able to take him out. So I wasn't too worried. The neighbor was just, she stood and stared at me like, are you kidding me? You're not terrified? I'm like, no, when you're a noodle with a head, really, yeah, life is scary, and that is a big rabbit with big feet, and he couldn't fit in its mouth either. I'm looking forward to this summer, actually, sitting out on a really nice warm day and taking Boo out there and just seeing like what she thinks. She's obviously very terrified of snakes. She's not my favorite neighbor. I guess that was kind of her attempt at making friends. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we didn't start off on very good terms, so I don't know. We'll see. Blue Underground, just rot. Oh, well, good morning. Good morning to you, too. Our topic has been kind of all over the place. Just a general pet talk so far, a little mostly about snakes and what you've got around in your area. Kind of a different topic today, but yeah, I've got a lot of different critters and it's gone right off. And I had no topic today, so that was kind of the idea. It's kind of a kind of fun chat today, so why not? I have had an awful time trying to. Ooh, is Matthew in here? Can somebody just say hi to Matthew? Bye, Matthew. Grandma's calling. Gotta go. See you, Matthew. See you, Matthew. Thank you for stopping in. That's awesome. Those snails are huge. I know, and I was going to take a batch of them into the local fish store this week, and I totally didn't. It has been... That snail teleported again. I swear it was in the other corner. Some of his old shell, the stuff that was really covered up with the algae, is not looking so good. The rest of it's okay, but yeah, the old stuff that was really thick and covered with the algae is not holding up. His new stuff and all of the other snails are still looking really, really good. It's kind of freaking me out because it's looking almost like it's rotting off. I don't like it, but yeah, he does not look quite as well. Like if it was happening all over or to some of the other snails, I might be a little bit concerned, but like I can't figure out why it's just him, and it's kind of just on the areas where, yeah, where he was thickly covered in that. So I'm not too sure what's going on. I have added another cuttle bone and all sorts of calcium in there, and and like I say, it's just the old shell and the stuff that was really covered up with the algae. The old shell right in the front that didn't have any really algae growth on it still looks all right. Around the corners and around the outside there, it still looks fine. But any of the old stuff that was really, I guess, up and down where he goes towards the light is just not doing good. Yeah, like I'm going to try and add some more stuff. I'm so confused. Like I said, none of my little apple snails are looking that way. It's just him. Like, so I'm definitely going to try. I want to do some Repashy. I think I mentioned it last week. I did not get to the pet store at all this week, any of them. So I have not bought any or taken any fish in. And yeah, my local fish store got some really cool fish in. We got glowfish here in Canada. All the colors are available now. So I do want to add, I thought he would just be bringing in pink, but he had listed orange, green, all the different colors. I'm really excited. So I do want to get some. Fine, got some discus fry again. Oh, you got some discus fry, Chris. Good, good. That's awesome. Good to hear. So yeah, anybody got some cool woohoo announcements? That would be awesome. Everything loves Rapashi. Like I said, all you guys are just saying this stuff is so good. And I saw an ad the other day from the local lizard store there saying how great it was. Yeah, I definitely got to get some. And yeah, maybe some calcium powder, because what the hey? Like maybe his old shell wasn't. It's annoying me. Like I said, I've tried like the Tums thing, the instant, like the powdered calcium one, which really dissolves really, really fast. I put one of those in there. What if I got that? Yeah, so it's kind of, it's a not real calcium Cuddle Bone. It's one of those packed powder ones, but man, they disintegrate really, really, well, a lot faster than the other ones. They're really weird. So these guys have had awesome honey flavored calcium tabs in there, basically. And yeah, even that's not stopping it. So maybe I'll try some Rapashi. And why him? I like that one. Nothing new here this week, really. One sick betta, it's better. And gazillion snail clutches. That's awesome. That's awesome. Gotta run, streaming in 10 minutes. Okay, good. So you are going to be right behind me. That is awesome. Okay, yeah, I couldn't figure out what you were asking, if you were going to try and move it back one, or what you were trying to do there. I know you were talking about it. Yeah, honeybee. Like I say, I'm kind of confused. He's got me. I really love that snail. So, okay. Like I said, that's my last thing, is to maybe try the Rapashi, but I'm confused. It doesn't seem to be the calcium, but at the same time, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. But it's weird. It's weird. Hey, Bam Aquatics, good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, I do want to send you my address. I totally forgot about it. You know, one of those. True, loving Team Green Alliance so far. Yeah, I need to make a, right when I walked in there, like, post your thingies, post your successes. Like, well, I just got one, so that's kind of fun. But I do want to do an actual intro video. I think Angelo, thank you, Angelo, posted my link in the chat there, which is cool. So yeah, that's kind of a neat one. I'm sure everybody on here, I think, has probably heard of the Team Green Alliance for sure on Facebook. That thing is taken off just like a Zoom, for sure, and so talkative all the time. I keep forgetting to drink that. I grab it and I hold it. Yeah, send address so we can get this stuff sent off. For sure. Do you like Mark Shrimp use eggshells? Yeah, like that is another option. I haven't tried the eggshells yet. Maybe, yeah, I gotta figure something out. Like I said, it's just him. And why my favorite one? Isn't that how it works though? It's always your favorite one. So like I said, we'll keep working on it. Like that little piece right, I think no, I don't think you guys can see it. That is the last one of those little Cuddle Bone right there. That piece right there. And yeah, those things are, my cockatiel likes them, but she can run through them so quick because they're not real Cuddle Bones, so they're very easy to take apart. And yeah, you stick them in there and you can almost see it just flaking off. So, and I don't know if it slowed it down or not. Maybe I'll add another one and try some Rapashi and the calcium. I so need to get there. I use the eggshells too. Yeah, like I've never tried it. I've seen a lot of people do it before. Generally, when I use the eggshells and I crush them up, I throw them out on my grass for the worms. I've never even thought of putting it in with my snails, but maybe I should try that. As they get older, in my experience, Snails just use the ability to really process calcium and build their shells up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the females ones, yeah, once they start laying eggs, I definitely noticed that naturally, especially around the center, the curlies seem to start. I have noticed it a couple on the bigger ones. And yeah, that seems to be more of a natural one. Like I said, this one's not happening on the inside of the curlies. It's happening on his outside of the big part of his shell, which, like you say, is normally a calcium deficiency, but I have that going on nowhere in any of the other snails anywhere. So, like, how odd. I hope it's not just a thing with those guys, and I hope that the little snails, the other thing that I was thinking is maybe these little farts have been chewing on the algae that's been building on him, and maybe they're actually chewing some of his shell off. That was the only other thing that I could see, because you can quite often when I look in there, there's somebody hitching a ride on the bigger snail. So, like I said, I'm not too sure what to think of this one. Yeah, so like I said, I'm kind of at a toss-up trying to figure out how to beat whatever this is. So yeah, rapashi and eggshells. Maybe I will have to try that. Maybe poor big snail. Yeah, like I definitely don't think you're, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to see. Chris One BXL. I'm going to add Cuttlebone for tanks for snails and shrimp. Yeah, like I really enjoy the Cuttlebone. Like this is my new piece up here. So yeah, this is one of the normal Cuttlebones for sure. I've had this one in there for about maybe 2 weeks now. I can see a little bit of where they've started eating it down on this side and where it starts flaking off. The other piece that I've had in there, this one's been in there the longest. So if you guys can see it. That's just the normal Cuttlebone after, about 3 months, I'd say I've had that one in there. Oh yeah, that's my one gibbled snail. I don't know what's happened. He's just a mess. I got one blue snail there. Look at his shell. It's something definitely wrong with that one. It's been splitting up the side, and it looks almost like an infection. Kind of creepy, really. But you see how he does. I split one tank into 2. Oh, well, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. I like to try. But I'm not too sure what that is. Spawn and growth and optimal rapashi. In my geophagus, puke it out into dust. Okay. Oh man, sound like you're having at least an interesting week for sure. I rescue smallest from my last, adding 7 smaller blues. Okay, you have got. Are you talking about your discus now? I've had them do that spinning thing too. It gets wider over time. What are you guys talking about? You guys must be talking about some type of different fish. It sounds really neat, but I'm not too sure what you're talking about. But yeah, that's the snails so far. So I'm not too sure what is going on with them. So it's just confusing the crap out of me. But yeah, otherwise, I think it's kind of coming along good in here. Any other things? It is 10:57. Q, good to see you. Hi. Oh, that is so awesome to see. So yeah, I got a couple of minutes left. If there's anything else you guys would like to see before we go, maybe I'll take you off and you guys can see the goldfish. I think he's definitely growing. He is such a piggy. Oh. My aim today is just nasty. Oh, and the glare is something else too. There, see if I can stand in front of the window. So yeah, that's Casey. He eats non-stop. Just love it. I can't believe, yeah, this guy came from PetSmart, I do believe. So yeah, he's just a PetSmart goldfish. I've been waiting and watching through the 3 fish stores that we have here for one that I thought was just super cute, and this guy seemed to fit all of the dimensions. His fins were a tad bit ripped when I got him, but he's just, I don't know, I just love him now. He's getting a little bit browner, You can start to see a little bit of the brown starting to come through, but nothing too bad. I can't believe he's still so black. I figured for sure by now. The bettas are still doing good. I think they like their little bit of tank decoration. I gotta find something else, but we'll figure it out. And the shrimp tank. So yeah, everybody's doing really, really good. I really like that shrimp. He's got a nice color to him. Can I get him on there? Nice stripe. So these are just my cherry shrimps. I've never done any calls. I've had these guys forever. Oh, that one's really got a nice color to him too. So yeah, that is my Sunday live stream. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Don't forget to go wander over to JH is going live next. So definitely head on over there. And thank you guys all for heading in. Everybody's saying hi to Susie Q. Thank you for stopping in. Cassie's Critters, that is so nice to meet you. I'm going to try and click on your thing and make sure I subscribe to you before I forget right now. Oh. I'm having a hard time getting it. There we go. So yeah, I'm definitely going to subscribe to you, and I will talk to you guys all next week. Bye.